In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. My brothers and sisters, it is better to recite this blessed verse from the Holy Qur'an 11 times than to stretch your hand in front of people and beg. Insha'Allah. If someone makes it a daily habit to recite this verse 11 times after Fajr prayer, not only will wealth come to that person, but also their next 11 generations will prosper with wealth by the will of Allah. Brothers and sisters, Islam is the true religion, and Allah the Exalted has placed all the treasures of this world into the blessed hands of our beloved Prophet Muhammad, and said, "Give to whom you will." Allah made the Prophet the master of the fountain of Kauthar and entrusted him with it. The Prophet generously conveyed to his Ummah the divine commandments and revealed how wealth is obtained and to whom it is given. If the Ummah starts acting on the teachings of the Prophet, it can become the wealthiest nation on earth. But sadly, today members of the Ummah are wandering helplessly, begging for even their smallest needs. In this informative message today, I want to share a powerful practice from a blessed verse of the Quran. If someone recites it 11 times after Fajr every day, wealth, honor and fame will descend upon them so abundantly that even if 11 generations live off it, it will not diminish, Insha'Allah. Dear friends, remember the time when the Prophet invited a handful of the poorest and most enslaved people in Mecca to the truth and took their pledge of allegiance with his own sacred hands. These people were so poor that they had neither food to eat nor clothes to wear. We salute the generosity of Sayyida Khadija al-Kubra, who sacrificed all her wealth for the cause of Islam. With her support, the Prophet began helping the poor and spreading the message of Islam. Eventually, this message spread from Mecca to Medina, and the Prophet sacrificed all his possessions for the sake of the deen. At times, there was not even a single meal available in his blessed household. But then Allah's mercy descended in such abundance that within a few years the Muslim Ummah became prosperous under the leadership of Umar ibn al-Khattab, Uthman ibn Affan, Ali ibn Abi Talib, and those who followed them. Even after 14 centuries, the Ottoman Empire and Arab states remained among the wealthiest in the world. Recall the time of the Battle of Badr, when Muslims were so poor and deprived that it was painful to see. Remember, the Battle of Badr was the first great battle between truth and falsehood. It took place on the 17th of Ramadan, in the second year of Hijrah. Badr is a village about 120 kilometers from Medina, named after a man who dug a well there. Some say it was named after an old man who had lived there for years. Pir Nasir narrates that this battle occurred on 17th Ramadan, the 13th of March 624 CE, led by the Prophet against the Quraysh under Abu Jahl. The Prophet pointed to the places where the enemy leaders would fall, and exactly as foretold, each one of them died at the same spot. That night, while the Quraysh army engaged in drinking and partying, the Prophet spent the night in humble prayer. Allah then gave glad tidings of victory. Although the Quraysh took strategic positions near the water, the Muslims had none. Their place was sandy and unstable. The camels' feet would sink, and the wind raised so much dust that even movement was difficult. But by Allah's mercy, rain fell, settling the dust and firming the sand. The Muslims filled their containers, bathed, made ablution, and quenched the thirst of their animals. Meanwhile, the Quraysh camp became muddy and slippery. This divine help is mentioned in the Qur'an. On the battlefield, the Prophet aligned the ranks with a stick. He appointed Mustab ibn Umayr and Hubab ibn al-Mundhir to carry the flags. Despite their small number, the Muslim army stood firm. The Prophet looked at his few, poorly equipped followers and made a heartfelt dua. O Allah, fulfill your promise. If this group is destroyed, there will be no one left to worship you on earth. According to Ibn Ishaq, when the Quraysh army appeared, the Prophet prayed fervently, saying, "O Allah, these Quraysh are coming with pride and arrogance to deny and fight your Prophet. Send the help that you promised." Indeed, Allah revealed in the Qur'an, "Indeed, our word has already gone forth to our servants, the messengers, that they will surely be helped, and indeed our army will be victorious." For reassurance, the Prophet declared that the army of disbelievers would be defeated and would turn and flee. Sayyiduna Ibn Abbas narrates that on the day of Badr, the Prophet said, "Jibril has arrived, holding the reins of his horse, armed for battle." In another narration, Imam Ali said, "I was drawing water from the well of Badr when a powerful wind came unlike anything I had ever felt. Then another even stronger wind came. The first was Jibril descending with 1,000 angels to assist the Prophet. The second was Mika'il with another 1,000 angels. The third was Israf, also with 1,000 angels. This is reported by Imam Hakim. Though a single angel could have destroyed all the disbelievers, Allah chose to send an army of angels to participate like human soldiers. Hazrat Rafi ibn Rafi, who fought at Badr, said, "Jibril came to the Prophet and asked, 'Seed, how do you view the people of Badr?' Seed. The Prophet replied, 'Seed, they are the best of Muslims.' Seed. Jibril responded, 'Seed, seed, 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 are the best among all angels.' Seed. Though angels had descended in other battles, at Badr they actually fought alongside the believers. Imam Bayhaqi narrates that the blow of angels was recognized by a burn mark on the neck resembling fire. Jabir ibn Mutstim said, "Before the defeat of the Quraysh, I saw black ants descending from the sky. Those were the angels. As soon as they arrived, the Quraysh were defeated." In another narration, someone about to strike a disbeliever heard a voice from the sky saying, "Okay, strike," and that disbeliever fell dead instantly. The Qabristan describes the scene of Badr. The two armies stood face to face, truth versus falsehood, Islam versus disbelief, righteousness versus evil. Indeed, in this was a sign for you. The Muslims saw the disbelievers as twice their number, yet Allah made them victorious. Among those killed in Badr were Abu Jahl, Umayyah ibn Khalaf, and Abu Bakhtari, all top leaders of Quraysh. The arrogant Quraysh army fled the battlefield, and Allah granted Islam a great victory. This showed the world that spiritual strength outweighs material strength. Muslim casualties, 14 martyrs. Quraysh losses, 70 killed, including 36 by Hazrat Ali alone, and over 70 captured, including many prominent figures. The impact of Badr was immense. The arrogance of Quraysh was shattered. Their intent was to parade their power, but their pride turned into humiliation. The defeat led many enemies of Islam to embrace it, though some did so hypocritically, leading to the rise of the hypocrites under Abdullah ibn Ubay. Most of the Quraysh leaders died in battle. Abu Sufyan, who hadn't participated, assumed leadership with his wife Hind and began preparing revenge, leading to later battles like Uhud. Despite this, the Battle of Badr ended with the glorious victory of Islam. It taught Muslims that victory and defeat do not depend on material resources, but on faith and trust in Allah. After the battle, Allah sent His mercy upon the Muslims, and through the Qur'an, gifted them knowledge and solutions to every problem of humanity until the Day of Judgment. A blessed Christianic practice for sustenance. A verse from the Qur'an is shared in this video with the advice that whoever recites this verse 11 times after Fajr or Isha prayer daily, Allah will remove all financial hardships. Not only the individual, but even their future generations will be saved from poverty. Allah will grant such abundant sustenance that even if they share it, it will not diminish. Instructions. Recite Durood Sharif 11 times. Recite this verse 11 times. He gives provision to whom He wills, and He is the strong, the Almighty. Recite Durood Sharif 11 times again. Then make dua for your children and future generations, asking Allah to grant ease, sustenance, and the fulfillment of lawful needs. Final prayer. May Allah grant you so much wealth that you never have to lower your gaze before anyone. May He fulfill all your needs and relieve your hardships. Amen Ya Rabbal Amin. Brothers and sisters, please write Amin in the comments to join in this dua. May Allah keep His mercy upon all of us.